what's happening, y'all? Feels good to be back, man, for the first time. Well, the second time. So we got a special guest. We can go ahead and just set it off.
Are you ready?
Hey, what's up, world? Hey, this your boy Renai. I got my girl Ashley.
Hey.
And I got my girl So Lynn. Welcome back.
Welcome back, baby.
Hey, what's up, man? Ooh, man, it been a great week, man. Feels good to be up in this thing, man.
Right.
Hey, man, we got a special guest. You know, he was already doing this thing before it was called podcast, man. He been in the game for a long time. I know y'all know him out there in Orange County, out in the 407, 321. I don't know what the other area code is, but whatever.
It's like 368.
Yeah, but you know, I got my boy, D-Rugg.
D-Rugg.
What's happening with you, man?
What it is, man.
What it do, though?
Nah, man, I'm chilling, man. I love the setup in here. This is dope, y'all. I like this shit.
You.
Hey, they would tell you how we met, man.
Man, spit to him.
It was so funny. I'm at the 90s club. Not 90s club, but a 90s party.
Shout out to Ronnie.
Yeah, what's up, Ronnie, the vibe dealer? Oh. Yeah, man, we got to hit up that 80s cocaine party.
What?
Yeah.
By the way, nobody is doing cocaine.
That's
That's just the theme of the party.
Yeah.
You got to dress like you in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Ronnie, but go ahead.
Yeah, man. And when I saw him, he like, man, what's up, Pimp C?
Yeah, that nigga look like Pimp C to me.
Dude, that. You know what?
He looked like Pimp C to me.
Yes.
Hey, man, I said, yeah, man. Hey, man, but no, man, we chopped it up, and I told him about my podcast. He told me about his, and he's like, man, nobody never interviewed me. I'm always interviewing people. I said, man, don't even worry about it. I got you, man. I got you. And I made it happen, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here, man.
Welcome.
And I'm loving it.
Welcome,
And then my dog say he a BDM. See, now, you know, I go to Tom and Dan all the time. They're my boys, dog.
Oh, okay.
Family,
I'm a part of that community, the BDMs, and they show so much love, man. So I don't get interviewed as much. So, you know what I mean? So when somebody interview me, I'm with it. Like, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you something. So when he first told me that he had you on the show, I said, "Oh my god," because I already knew who you are from being in the BDM community.
what's
So
up,
I'm
man.
like, okay, this is going to be a
Interesting.
really interesting, fun show.
Yes.
And little known fact, we have another person on the show, right? And she couldn't make it because we know what's going on, D-Rugg. So you know they want to have some nice content, but this stuff is we're going to be on another level here today.
So what can I say and not say and do before we get started?
Hey, man.
Renee's grandma is watching, so say a message to his grandma.
Yeah.
Nah, she ain't watching it. She don't know about tonight's show, man. I ain't even tell her.
Who grandma watching?
I ain't tell her about tonight's show, man.
No filters.
Oh, okay.
This is the most dangerous podcast, man. You know, we ain't scared to talk about. Just ain't scared. That's all.
Tell
We
us
do what
about
we
your
doing.
podcast.
Yeah, D-Rugg, you got several podcasts, don't you?
Several.
Well, I actually got two.
That's several.
But, you know, I don't work them at the same time. But me and my partner, Just Black, we got a podcast we've been doing. It's going to be our 5th year anniversary in May.
Congratulations, man.
Good
That's
stuff,
a
good
huge
stuff.
landmark.
Yes.
Yeah, but, you know, we took some time off at one time, and I didn't want to stop, so I made my own little podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just something I was just doing by myself because I got to keep going. I like doing this shit. Like, yeah, I do this shit every Tuesday and Thursday just because.
Now, what are the names of your podcasts?
The Arrogant Assholes and the Magnificent Asshole.
There you go.
Everything got to
Two
be an
bigs.
asshole.
Yeah, it's asshole shit, man. Asshole shit.
Hey, I told you, man. But, man, hold up. Before we get into the meat, you know what I'm saying, we got to start with them beginnings, man. You know what I'm saying? How was it for you growing up in the O, man?
I moved out here in like 1989,
Okay.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm from all over. I was Army brat.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Germany.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
My son was born in Germany too. That's another story, but we'll get to that later. But I was born in Germany, and my mom and dad met in the Army. And, you know, we moved around until we went to New Jersey. We stayed in New Jersey till I was like 9, and then we moved out here.
Cool.
And I moved to Orlando in 1989. I don't know how old y'all is.
Hey, man, I'm 38, man.
That's what I said. Who wasn't born? Some
I'm
motherfuckers
the
gonna be
baby.
born like
Yeah,
that.
that's a baby right there, man.
But nah, I moved out here in 1989, man, and the rap scene was different back then. Like,
Yeah.
because with me, I always was a hip hop kid. So all my life, I just was hip hop to me. Like everybody liked to play football or basketball or whatever. I just like hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like the rap. I like the DJ. I like the, you know what I'm saying? I was just infatuated with hip hop. So
Same thing with me, man.
when I moved to Florida, it was different hip hop. It was booty music, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I just jumped aboard with that because I was a kid, like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's so crazy because I could relate because I was born in Alabama, but my mama's side of the family was born and raised. My mama's side of the family was from Orlando. My daddy's side of the family is from Huntsville, Alabama. So when I got here back in 91, you know what I'm saying? It was just like different, man.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely different.
Correct.
1 or 2 jams.
Like, I grew up in Florida. Like, I grew up in Orlando. Like,
Yeah, I'm
me and
talking.
my dog were just talking about, we used to be at the damn Smith Center damn dancers hunching, bro. Like, back in, like, 92.
I remember the
Like, 92, we were hunching on them hoes back then, man.
See what you was doing when you was doing that, I was just like, I was 7 years old, so I was like, well, hey, my time should be coming.
Because I'm at that age now, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm 42, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just thinking about, like, why the fuck they was letting us do this shit back then? Like, we was
guidance.
kids.
We
Like,
were,
we was,
we were
Ain't no
grown.
guidance.
We were grown.
like, we was
Not gonna lie.
kids. Like we
We
was
were way
kids back
older.
then, bro. And I'm talking about, me and my dog was just talking about that shit last night. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it was the music that what it was back then.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
man.
Pop that pussy, goddamn Dickie Ride, you know what I'm saying? All that Florida shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah, man.
That's why I say, boy, we grew up in a different, like,
Era.
Florida is different.
Yes.
I always tell everybody, man, just growing up, just in Orlando was different, man. Like some of the stuff that we didn't put up with, man. Like people up north come up here talking that trash. We cut it all short. You ain't coming out here disrespecting us like that. You know what I'm saying? Get your issue. But no, I'm saying, but that's what I experienced, you know what I'm saying, growing up, especially when I went to Robbinswood, man. Especially when I went to Robbinswood, man. But besides that, man, when we was talking, it was so crazy because our first conversation, we was talking about how music play a big part in our lives because of the time period of when that song came out and what we was doing.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying, what we was doing, and we started thinking about, like,
Bro, I think about life with songs. Like, I can hear a song and I know what I was doing.
Oh, that's what triggered your memory?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Boy, you just hit it on the nail, bro. But it's G shit. Because you know why? I'm watching fucking BMF today, bro. I'm watching BMF.
My little favorite show.
So, you know, I'm watching BMF and fucking Orange Juice Jones came on. You know, I seen you in the rain. Walking in the rain.
oh, yeah.
That shit hit me so hard. I was like, damn, we was in Jersey, 1987. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember every fucking thing that was going on at that time when I heard that song.
Yeah.
Like, I remember shit through music.
I remember the first time I had listened to my first cussing song, and I got in
What
trouble.
was your first cussing song?
My daddy let me hold. Well, I took his New Jack City soundtrack, right?
Oh,
And I was listening to Ice-T.
Ooh, Hustler.
Yes. And I was in there just listening. I'm in the boom, 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 boom. And I was rapping the lyrics, and I said, when I said the F word, my mama came in there.
So you're behind.
Man, at that time.
What was y'all first cussing song? What was y'all first cussing song? She looked like she heard Trina or something.
Ooh. No. Listen, I think my first song was what was it? Pop That Pussy.
Yeah.
I want to say that's what it was.
I used to jack off to that video.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was kind of like, oh.
For real.
Man, that's how I felt when I saw that Nelly Tip Drill, boy.
Tip drill was another level. Tip drill was another level.
I used to sit there and watch BET Uncut.
Like, Tip drill was a whole nother level of, because you got to give it up. See, one of my favorite groups of all time is Two Live Crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I learned about sex from Two Live Crew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listening to Two Live Crew CDs and shit back in the day. That's how I learned about sex.
Man,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Extreme
So
way.
the music raised you.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was so fucking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nuts, like, how fucking shit is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And how that shit affect our minds. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I knew, like, when I was listening, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I love music, too. And I remember, like, when I really started listening to hip-hop like that, because I started listening to up north hip-hop before I started listening to down south, because of when I used to go to Alabama, my cousin used to bang, you know, like the Wu-Tang Clan.
I love Wu-Tang.
And he used to bang, you know what I'm saying? He used to bang that Smith & Wesson.
I definitely love that first.
And De La Soul. And I just to be like, that's what I listen to.
And you know what's crazy? My music is based off of all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, De La Soul. Like,
yeah.
What people don't know about De La Soul, like, that was the first album with skits on it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, first hip-hop album with skits on it. There was no hip-hop album before that. That
Just
3
music.
Feet High and Rising, that album was crazy. Like, I'm so happy that, and shout out, you know, bruh died too,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
True
just
going,
died.
right?
Yeah.
He just died, man. Plug too, you know what I'm saying? But
Rest in peace.
that album molded what I wanted to do with the album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid listening to 3 Feet and High and Rising. And at that time, it wasn't no down south. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. It was just the music is there. You know what I'm saying? And I love that album. I was like,
I have a question. So when you compared to back then and now, do you feel like music has like you adjusting to music and doing
I
your
definitely.
music?
I love the new shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
There's a
there's a
limit.
lot of bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? All day. Like, it's different now. It's like, it's one thing about hip hop. Like, if you love hip hop, one thing about hip hop, you got to understand that it's always going to be a young person's game.
Correct.
It's always going to be like, no matter what generation, it's always
They got the beats.
the generation before that is going to be mad at what they doing now. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned to adapt.
I feel like our message back then used to be a message we can all relate
definitely.
to or something. Like now it's kind of like, what?
See, I don't get
There's no
mad.
depth to
There's
it.
no
I don't get
What?
mad at the young shit because we was that era of gangster music.
Yeah.
So that shit's birth shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we can't get mad at what we was doing. It's just now these jits now doing this shit for real.
Yeah, that's
really
all. When
doing
they
it.
say they murking somebody, they
Yeah,
murking
really
somebody.
doing it.
these motherfuckers ain't playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I like some of it. Don't get me twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yes, that shit puts a spell on you. Like, them niggas kill everything, boy.
Hey, what they say in state property, get down and lay down.
Man,
I feel I was a late. I listened to hip hop when I was younger, but I didn't really get into hip hop.
who was your first hip hop that you
Until-
listened to?
I mean, let's do all the mainstream stuff, but the one that actually opened my eyes, I want each of you to guess who it was. It's a mainstream artist back in, let's say, 97, okay?
97. Mace.
So, no. 97, 98.
Master P.
Close. Renai, who you got?
Mystical?
No.
Tupac.
Nope.
No, not.
Tupac was already dead in 97.
Yeah, I know that. 97. One more.
I was just being born, so.
And this is more like in the
Jay-Z.
I was just gonna say
extreme
Jay-Z.
level of like disgustingness, lyrics.
Lil' Kim?
No. I'm talking about
Trick Daddy?
DMX.
DMX, yeah.
I love him.
Oh, yes.
I love him.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Rest in
Shout out to
peace.
him, for
I
real.
love X,
Love
bro.
him.
I love
That's the
first
one.
X.
That's the album. That artist is what actually woke me up to hip hop. I was like, damn,
Get the fuck out of here.
because I
And
heard
that was
it.
one of them
I
albums.
heard it, but I never actually felt it.
Yeah.
I loved all of them.
I remember the first time I had listened to DMX was on that LL Cool J at 1, 2, 3.
Nah, I think the first
That's
shit-
what I had heard of him. That's when
Nah,
I saw it.
I heard X first on like a Clue tape. You know, we used to collect the Clue tapes back then, so I heard X like probably on some Lock shit or some
Yeah, because
I want
that's
to
what
say
he
Mike
wrote. with.
Geronimo. Mike
Yeah.
Geronimo. Pull up in the truck, pop out. Like, oh yeah, I'm an X fool, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love X. But yeah, that album was crazy.
Oh, yes.
But that's one of them albums I know what I was doing when I bought that shit the day it came out.
Really?
The
So you
day-
remember?
yeah, I went
that's
to
like
Sam Goody.
9/11. I know where I was at 8:57.
9/11. Yeah, but not even 9/11 is Blueprint from Jay-Z for me.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Blueprint. That day that shit happened, I remember 9/11, but that day I bought Jay-Z from Best Buy. and we was bumping the Blueprint for like
And I have
a year. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I had bought the album a week later because I remember when 9/11 happened. I was in second period Spanish class, wasn't paying attention. And next thing I know, everybody, because I was at Olympia, like, man, it's so crazy what's going on. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Then until, turn on the news, I said, wow. Yeah, because I was working at Universal Studios at that time. At that time, they wasn't checking nobody's bags like that. You just came in the bag like, yeah,
You
whatever.
worked at Universal Studios?
Yeah,
Me too.
man.
That was my second
I
job.
think everybody's
That was my
like
first
everybody's rite of
That was the
passage
first
when they
job.
move to Florida or
Like my mom worked there for like 30 years. She worked there when it first opened.
They let me
See
go.
that was the job. See, that was the job for
got a
everybody.
job.
My mom worked. She just retired not too long ago.
That was the job for everybody, man. If you grew up in Orlando, nah,
Everybody worked there.
It was
You know what?
McDonald's
I'm on
and
y'all
Universal.
podcast. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. 1996. I used to work at Gameskeeping, and I cried when I lost that job.
What is it?
What is
I worked
that?
in
Arcade.
GameStop.
I cried,
I was
bro.
a
I
manager.
It's
cried.
arcade?
Huh?
It's arcade?
Huh?
No, it's
What
when they
is
do
that?
all the
You know,
games.
back then, the games and shit.
Yeah.
The rings. I used to
Yeah.
work. You guessing
Oh,
the
yeah.
weight. My favorite thing was guessing the weight in people's ages.
I was the Amazing Habab.
Yeah, that was my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's what
they
I did.
finally let me do that,
Yeah.
and something had happened with a guest because they had put me on the ring game, and I had gave a. Damn, how can I say politically correct shit? I don't want to say.
no, don't worry. Don't say political correct. Just say how you feel, man.
Okay, all right. Well, it was a little slow little girl and her dad. They spent like $100. You know what I'm saying? I gave them a stuffed animal anyway for participating. You know what I'm saying? It was a guy.
And they fired you for that?
No, because it was a guy and his daughter. They spent like $20, but they was like little assholes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yeah, you give my girl a one. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That motherfucker went told, but he went and told the motherfucker in the suit. Happened to be walking by. One of the motherfuckers be walking in the suit. And that was one of the guys, and they fired me right there.
Oh, man.
I think
In the rain, too. It was the rain, and I had to get on the bus.
Oh, no.
Dang.
Man, I remember I got fired on my day off.
And I remember what I was listening to that day, too. I was listening to Twister, Adrenaline Rush.
So since everybody here has worked at Universal, right? All right, I'm about to ask you guys a spicy question.
I've
right?
never worked
Okay, so have you worked at Disney?
No.
I did.
Any theme parks?
No.
I worked about all of them.
So
did
everybody
Universal.
that works at a theme park, they're all hoe bags. Did any of y'all guys get laid while you were at work?
Of course.
I plead the fifth.
I'm not going to lie. It's
I
a
fucking like a
variety.
motherfucker, man.
I plead the
In the
fifth.
games, I worked in games.
Nah.
I plead the fifth.
I was fucking like a. Bro, that's what we went to. No, that's what we went to work for.
I went to work
Oh,
for
yeah.
money.
We went to work for the money and the pussy.
Nah. Y'all
See,
was
see, I was I plead the fifth because I don't. Man, I keep stuff to myself, man.
His
It
grandma
make it
watched
so
it.
bad.
Like-
It make it so bad. I used to go to Evans, right? And when I got that job, I got transferred to Dr. Phillips. So it was right across the street.
Yeah.
I ain't never go to school in that bitch. I'm bucket school because you could go inside university anytime you want to with that pass.
See,
Lunchtime, I'm dipping, I'm eating. Bye, man. Fuck this shit. I'm going to Universal. Like you know what I'm saying?
You
when
was
I-
a little bad kid.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh Lord.
Just tearing
See, I was
shit
good.
up.
See, I was good in school, but when outside of school, that's when I got in my little trouble, man. Because I knew when I used to work at Universal Studios, and the place I worked at, they had a little warehouse. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna end it right there.
Yeah, I didn't hit it. Put it like this, I hit probably like 4, 5 of them at Universal.
Yo,
I was
you
only
and me
there.
both.
I was only there for like 6 months.
Damn.
Wow.
And I'm talking about that was my prime. I was 16.
Oh yeah.
Your game
I mean,
had
the
to be really
quality
good.
of the hoes wasn't too good, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
You might hit a old center block. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
Any one of y'all are watching this, he doesn't mean
yeah.
any harm.
You got center blocks.
They
and-
remember.
Dirty foot.
You got center blocks and Lego blocks. Lego blocks are cute. You can play with them and build something. Them center
Yeah.
blocks, they just rough and just
They just
Okay.
there.
that do though.
Come on.
Like, yeah,
The
but,
Brazilians, though.
I'm 16 back then. I'm gunning everything. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh my God.
Shooting everything.
Cock and loaded.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop.
See, that's the crazy side.
Freeze.
Sound like the main side.
I mean, I think everybody go through their whole phase at one point in life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you
Everybody,
haven't gone
man,
through your
everyone.
hoe phase, you are in your hoe phase right now. If you say
Are you
haven't
soon
gone
to
through it.
be?
Yeah, like anytime you fuck over 2 people in a year, you're in your whole phase.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rule?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fuck 2 different people in a year, yeah, you was
You're in your whole phase.
yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Speaking of hoe phase, let me ask you a question. Is it you know how everybody talks about their body counts, right? How do you feel about that? Do you feel that women should disclose?
I don't
their
care
body
what
counts?
happened. I don't care what happened before me.
Okay, good.
Cause
Are you sure? You don't
I'm
care if she
positive,
was ran the
cause-
train on
No.
and majority.
no,
the
if you
dudes
got the
know
train
ran
ran
too?
on you, that's what you gonna do with me.
Tag
just
team back
Yeah,
again.
you can't erase that. Like you just can't erase that. You like to do that, so okay, let's we can make this work. You know what I'm saying?
That's got to be the weirdest.
Got to be at one of
Like
you know,
literally, you with your homeboy, and then all of a sudden, you like, "Hey, bro,
I know
we
that.
all smashed that." Like, come on,
You never
why
heard
you
you
looking?
never heard of the Eiffel Tower?
Well, you know what?
What's the
I
Eiffel
don't even know
Tower?
what that
You
is.
never heard of the Eiffel Tower? What do you think the Eiffel Tower is, D-Rugg?
It looked like a dick. Like I don't know what it is.
Okay, it's where it's a threesome move, but like it's the two guys are holding their arms up across, and then the woman is in between,
Really?
like the Eiffel Tower.
Oh wow.
Y'all never heard that before?
No.
Come on, man.
I know.
Goddamn.
I know what DJ Hunk told me. Don't hide it, divide it. I remember when I first heard that song, man. I was living in Birmingham.
What
I was
song?
that DJ Hunk, hide it, don't divide it.
I didn't know too many DJ Young songs except for like walking
But
out.
see, think about it up there in Birmingham. Remember when we had that conversation? We
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
depends on what city you at and
hear
what state you
different
at.
shit.
You listen to different stuff. By Birmingham being close to Atlanta, so we listen to a lot of Atlanta. And next thing I know, I'm in a strip club just chilling. And as they know, like, hey, don't hide that, divide that, don't hide that. First song, yeah.
I bet you that's just how you was
Boy,
acting. So
them girls.
How much you spent that night?
Bet I was like this.
How much you spent that night?
Let me tell you how I was, right?
How much you spent that night?
Oh, how I first came out, like, hey, I'm like, okay, what's going on? And this chick was dancing in front of me. She was just doing a little, little tap. Hey, then next thing you know, don't hide. Boy, she was going, I was like, woo. Boy,
Like who? Like y'all ever tricked? Y'all ever tricked in a strip club before?
say that?
You ever tricked in the strip club before?
Man, my homeboy did, man.
I know. I did a couple times.
I ain't gonna lie. I when I was up there in Nashville,
I had a rubber on.
and when I was in Nashville,
I guess that's I don't know.
I mean, sometimes that's the goal of going to a strip club. Like, if you go to the strip club so many times and spend money, you start feeling like a fucking buster. So when you go back to that motherfucker, you be like, man, I gotta fuck something in this bitch, bro, like, to make me feel better. Like, you know what
man,
I'm saying?
I had one chick that came on my shirt, man. Yes.
Nice.
I'm talking about. Last thing I know, I'm looking at my shirt, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
You sure you weren't down there playing? With
No. She was ready, because she was like, man, I done pop this X. I'm ready. I said,
Them X days is woo.
D-Rugg, do you remember SBK?
Yeah.
All right, he took me to my first strip club as a radio
What strip
bit.
club was it?
The one on OBT. It was
Cleo's?
yes.
It's like 8 of them
Top
motherfuckers.
list
Like,
of
That was some
Okay.
quick.
Cleo's.
Because I know of them.
It was
trust
white
me.
girls and black girls in that bitch.
I remember my first dance. It was by a very nice young lady named Sparkle.
What was the song?
I don't remember the song. I wasn't focused on the
He
song.
just knew about
I didn't know what to do.
Sparkle.
I was completely awkward. I didn't know what to do with my hands, so I just kind of
just
stood
not
there
holding
like I'm getting robbed or something. Ah! What do I do? And then SBK is sitting there throwing money at me. I'm like, this
Man,
is
you
not okay.
supposed to put your penis on her, man. You supposed to put that penis on her, man.
I remember this one chick. She used to get like a homeboy. I'm saying, she was dancing on my homeboy, so she'd get this dollar. She put it between her legs. Let that thing flow up in the air from her down there.
I done seen some crazy stripper shit.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. But I think like the craziest strip club that I ever been to was out there in Tijuana, out in Mexico.
That's what I keep hearing.
the-
I ain't
the
been to
donkey
Mexico
show.
yet.
Man,
In Mexico?
yes.
Yeah, I keep
Well,
hearing
that's
that.
kinda like the dangerous thing to do, though.
When I went to that strip club, I never want to go back to no strip club here
Shout
in
out to my
America.
partner Matt. My partner Matt tell me the same shit, bro. Like he
Man.
said,
Like they really off the chain up there?
oh, bro.
Man,
He said it's Viagra on the
mix-
table.
Man.
You pick who you want. You give them whatever pesos, and it's going down.
What? They doing
Oh,
everything
yeah.
and
Wow.
anything. They doing
'Cause
everything and anything.
let me tell you, when I went there, right? So, it was a group of us. So I was like, dang, they're gonna play all this Spanish music, man. I don't want to be hitting on that. When I came in, they were playing some Migos, Then the cab driver, I was that ride with us. He was banging Snoop Dogg, Snoop Doggy Dogg,
they know
Snoop
niggas
Dogg.
like that
They
shit.
knew y'all was there.
Yeah, they know niggas
they
like
knew
that
the money
shit.
was in the building.
Boy, I told that
Hey,
that
boy,
was the cab driver.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Nah.
If they would have played Snoop Dogg for me, if they would have played Snoop Dogg for me, I would have been all in, boy. Like what?
But when we got in, you know, it was crazy, man, because you had women that lined up, and you know my homeboy hooked me up with this one stripper. But when I came back, I'm seeing all this foam and these strippers on they taking guys' clothes off, and this one chick trying to take my clothes off.
What?
And I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
And I seen this other guy, he in there like face down. He face down. I'm like, God dang. I said, he got him a whole buffet.
I was at this one Mexican strip club, and then they all turned into vampires.
But no, but
Come on,
but-
everybody
From
knows
Dust
some
to
Dust
Dawn.
Okay,
yeah,
maybe.
Dust to Dawn, yeah.
True.
But no, but
I got black pussy, white pussy, green pussy, pink pussy.
besides that,
That's my movie, by the way.
besides that strip club, one thing I can never understand is how the hell you gonna find a doggone strip club and you got these women half naked and you know what I'm saying, you get mad over a dude stepping in your shoes and you want to fight him and you got all these women out there just that never made no sense to me, man.
People are high off of coke
Yeah,
and they're horny.
if the strip club, if the niggas fighting the strip club, I don't want to go there.
That happened.
And I done been to, I performed at strip clubs like that, like.
Man, I was
Where
up
they
there in
gonna fight
Birmingham.
Not even last year. I was at a strip club like that.
I was out there in Birmingham for the classic, and I remember.
I know that shit was, boy.
Man, I was at this the Palace. That's what the name. It was the Palace, and it was like lined up, man.
What people don't know about Alabama, it be fucking lit out there, bro.
See, that's the thing about it.
Sound
Up there in
like it's so
Birmingham.
country or something.
Birmingham.
You ever heard of
Montgomery,
Foot Wash?
Trust me, bro. Like,
You ever heard of Foot Wash? The Foot Wash up there? in
No, the
Birmingham?
only thing I've been to out there was the classic. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a couple of shows out there at the classic.
Yeah, the classic crazy, man.
But they classic is like ours. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it be fucking lit out there, bitch.
Yes.
And they got the college. You know, there's a lot of colleges and shit out there.
Yeah,
like, you know
because
what I mean? Like,
cause like
so
in the
it's
state,
lit out. It's always lit out there.
like in the state of Alabama, they got 7 black colleges out there. And the thing about only colleges that I knew about it up there in Alabama was Alabama State, Alabama A&M, and Tuskegee. I went to Miles. I didn't know nothing about Miles until I moved to until I had left Orlando to go to Huntsville. I knew about Oakwood College, Oakwood University. Shout out to Oakwood University. But when I found about Stillman, Miles, Tagadigga College.
What the hell is that? Take a nigga.
For real. That
Take a
sound
dig.
like
You know,
nobody
okay.
knows
Like they
about
teach
that
niggas
one.
how to fish. Show you niggas
Hey,
how to
okay.
fish and hunt
Hey,
at
hey,
Tennessee at university.
remember that oh dang, what's that comedian, that white comedian name? Will Ferrell, Tagadigga Nights.
Talladega.
Tagadigga,
You mean
yeah.
Talladega.
Talladega. He said
Ta-
Talladega.
Yeah.
He said
Hey, make sure y'all put that in the clips, because that was
Hey man, hey, excuse my country. 'Cause you know it's so crazy because like
and that's one of my favorite movies too, Talladega Night.
you know it's so
Funny.
crazy
Bring it,
because
Bobby.
like I say Huntsville, right? There are people that are from Huntsville. They call it Huntsville. They And
Them niggas country right now.
I found some strip music from Alabama. You want to hear it?
You're lying.
Go ahead, pull it up. Let me see.
You
I
know,
do
now
it.
coming to the stage. This how it is in Alabama?
nah.
You couldn't strip to this?
Maybe.
No, they had this one song, back it up like a U-Haul truck.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's a song. I'm talking back it up like a move out, back it up like a move-Haul truck, move back. I'm like,
All right.
Like a U-Haul truck.
yeah,
Sound like some Alabama shit.
yes, man, that joke was crazy,
Speaking
man.
of music, D-Rugg, are you still doing?
Yeah, man.
When's
I'm
the
still
last
doing
album?
music.
When's the last album you released?
I did an album 8 years ago, but now I'm finna drop the part 2 to that.
Part 2. It's
I should
magnificent.
have. Damn, I
right?
should have sung y'all some shit to play, bro.
Yeah, you should have sent me some
The
stuff.
album is
man.
fucking crazy, bro. Like it's fucking crazy.
What
bro.
is it called?
The Magnificent Asshole 2.
Yeah.
No mammy fucks
Magnificent
given.
asshole too.
Man, you should,
man.
man, when you,
Can we?
Sounds like a
Who I need to email? Let me
E-
send y'all some shit, bro.
Email me. It's
Yeah, man. Pop that pussy, make your baby daddy mad.
Go ahead.
Like,
It's,
you know what I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you my email address. It's really easy. It's thepodcastdoctor @gmail. So ITS.
Somebody just send me the link because I can't spell shit. Right
That's
now.
fine. While you're doing that, one segment that you used to do on another podcast, Tom and Dan, shout out to BDMs, long ago was your.
No, we
movie
still
reviews.
doing the movie reviews. We still do them every now and then.
Okay, I think. I don't know if you do this on your own show, but I think we need to bring that back, but kind of twist it a little bit.
I'm here for you, dog.
You know Tubi, right?
Yes,
it needs
that's
to be
my
just
favorite shit.
Just Tubi movies.
By the way, y'all make sure y'all go watch The City Beautiful on Tubi. I'm in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm in it. The City Beautiful right now. If y'all watch Tubi, it's called The City Beautiful. It's a movie about Orlando. Shout out to my dog Deuce. Shout out to my dog Ray. Shout out to my boys, man, that made that movie, man. The City Beautiful. I'm in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love Tubi though. By the way,
So do you have any recommendations for anybody that I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but
McGraw Street. I watched that
Street?
shit. Yeah, what's that shit? McGraw. But no, City Beautiful. City Beautiful is definitely the movie to watch on Tubi. Okay. Ain't nothing else better than The City Beautiful. So City Beautiful. Make sure y'all go download it. Y'all go watch it. It's called The City Beautiful.
You seen any of the mainstream movies?
Mainstream movies. You know what I watch on there, bro? I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I watch Sanford and Son on there, right? Okay. But it's not the Sanford and Son with Lamont. It's the Sanford and Son with the fat white dude.
Or Bubba.
Yeah,
Not Bubba.
yeah. I watch it with Bubba. So
Yeah.
I be watching that shit on there, bro.
That junk be funny.
Cause that shit be funny the motherfucker to me, bro. Like, you know, so I get high and just be watching that crazy shit. Bro.
I be watching.
The movie on Tubi to watch is The City Beautiful.
All right,
Okay.
y'all heard that
City
recommendation.
Beautiful, everybody.
Yeah, The City Beautiful, man.
So what about the movies that are out now in theaters? You seen Ant-Man? You seen
No, what did I
Knock
just
at the
watch?
Cabin? You seen Avatar?
No, I didn't watch it. I tried to go watch the Avatar the other day.
Because that's what you need to do for you need to do that for your TikTok, like or shorts. Just
I'm gonna tell you
do
what.
it,
Damn,
review
what
the movie
did
in a
I
minute.
watch? You know what? The last movie I watched was that Eddie Murphy movie with
Oh, You People.
yeah, that was funny.
I like that
I was
movie.
sad.
I
Yeah,
actually
it was
like
dope.
that movie.
Yeah, it was funny. I like that.
I
watched
didn't
it.
think
Matter
I
of fact, I
would.
watched that shit like 3 times. So yeah, I definitely liked it. Yeah.
When I seen the preview, I was like, I don't know.
You should. You
That
should.
shit was funny.
It is. It's funny.
For one, because I'm an Eddie Murphy fan, and Eddie Murphy did his thing on that bitch, boy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did his thing on it.
He
He
played
was
himself,
the one that was
produced
funny on
himself.
that bitch to
Do you
me.
think comedians can ever age out?
Huh?
Do you think comedians can ever age out?
Nah, hell no.
comedy.
You always gonna be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
but I mean they can
Think about
adapt.
the best comedians that died. George Burns, you know what I'm saying? Like the Red Fox, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I think
Sanford and
experience.
Son did, like, Red Fox didn't pop till he was like 65, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that was the most iconic shit he did. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, that's why I drift off in that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know I'm funny too, you know what I'm saying? So
Have you done any stand up?
hell fuck yeah, man. I've been doing that shit for like 6 years now.
When's
I'm
the
talking about selling out shows and everything.
You been to the Improv?
Yes, we did the improv. Yeah.
I
did
but
the
you
improv
don't, but you
here,
don't talk.
Palm
You don't
Beach.
talk about it much though.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Well,
Yeah, you know what Jolly, me Jolly.
Yeah, I know
that's-
Jolly. Yeah, I know Jolly does.
No,
I
but
haven't-
let me tell you, this is what the plan was with me, Jolly, with the winners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jolly sat down at my table just like this. So, hey, Jolly, am I lying? All right, we sat down in Americana at the table and we talked about what the fuck we was gonna do. Because one thing niggas don't know about me and Jolly is I've been knowing bruh since 6th grade. We went to Carver Middle School, and back in them days we went to Carver, you had to crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? And nobody couldn't fuck with us. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know what time it is. But me and him used to go at it all the time. You know what I'm saying? To this day. I could call that motherfucker right now. He gonna be like, man, what's up, cocksucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? But we sat at the table and we planned all this shit out. Like, I said I was gonna do the podcast shit. I was like, look, I want to interview people and rap still. Okay. He was like, man, well, I'm gonna do the comedy shit. Okay.
Look at that, man.
Hit the
You,
mic,
you
like, you know what I'm saying?
manifesting your future.
Correct. Now you know.
Desmond was like, yo, I'm gonna do the church shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. You know what I mean?
So what got you into podcasting before it was called podcasting?
I used to do a show called Mad Face TV. And this is I want to say about 04, 05, I want to say. But we used to do all like Ozone magazine.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, we used to do all but I was the face of Mad Face TV. So shout out my dog Mad Face, you know what I'm saying? Me and him used to bump heads like a motherfucker because I used to be on Mad Face Records back then. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be a rapper. But he always told me, nah, you better off on the camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your rap's cool, but whatever, you're better on camera. And he started getting all the equipment for the shit. But we started signing on to shit. Like we was the camera crew for the Ozone Awards for like 3 years. Like I went to all the, you know what I mean? Like we was doing big shit at the time. But what we was doing is interviewing whoever the Ozone magazine had. So, you know, I interviewed Rick Ross, Jibbs, you know, name them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How was Ross when you talked to Ross?
man, I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. Let me tell you a crazy story about Triple C's. Like, this is around the time he was promoting Triple C's.
Okay.
Carroll City Crew.
We in Miami. We've the 10-year anniversary for Slip Aside, but we in Miami following around Ross and them. Like, we had got a side gig to follow Ross and them around. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we go on to everything that Ross doing. And we go to this one fucking mansion party, fucking gunplay on the stage. He got this big ass bottle of Hennessy. I'm taping him with the camera and shit. This nigga drops the whole fucking Hennessy on my brand new Jordans.
Yo!
What you did?
Nothing. Cause you know why?
What could you?
Bruh gave me like $500.
Hey, I won't be mad at all.
On some real, my bad, bro. Like gunplay, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is what I had the Mohawk back then. You know what I'm saying? And how niggas used to respect me is when they used to come interview with me. Because you got to think what Ozone used to do with us. They used to do these shits called media, you know, the media rooms. You know what I'm saying? In that media room, it'd be everybody from media. It'd be Channel 9, Channel 6, XXL magazine, Source, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're all in this media room, right? So the artists will walk in and they go to each one of these, right? But they used to always try us and put us on the end. But I used to love that shit because you know why? I'm lit on my shit. I could cuss. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, I don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't give a mammoth fuck. You know, I made that shit famous years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to always say that. So, and whatever artists will come over there, they'll lock in, because at that time too, I was the only nigga with a mohawk. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking the mohawk shit before it was cool for niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, it's got to be different.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I did that just because of that, and it worked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, ask anybody who know what's going on, they'll tell you like 4 or 5 years later, everybody started doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. And I'm talking about, and I ain't even had a cool mohawk back then. I had a Mr. T. I had a real Mr. T mohawk. I'm talking about big
picture.
Square.
Yeah, we need a picture of that.
Oh, yeah, I
one.
probably pull it up. It's somewhere on there, man. Yeah,
For real.
yeah, definitely. You know, I'm an open book, so you know, you go on all my social media to pull up all that shit.
You know what? It's so crazy because, like, with me, I feel like if I never had moved back to Orlando from Nashville, I think I wouldn't be doing what I be doing. I literally would be in the hip hop industry because of where I was at up in Nashville, aka Cashville. Shout out to Cashville.
I've been to Cashville before.
And because the school that high school I went to, like,
oh, so you went to school out there?
yeah, because I went to West Orange for 2 months. Then I had left to move to Nashville with my mom. My mom was staying up there, and I went to an all black high school. And where it was at, you won't think it was all black. I'm looking at all these cows, and I was looking for a burning cross, man.
Yeah.
But I came in there, I'm seeing all these things. I'm like, what the hell are these niggas out here?
It's just country out there.
But the thing was so crazy was I'm seeing everybody with these T-shirts with different record labels, and I'm like, dang. I'm like, what's going on? Hey, man, that's what we do, man. You know, my uncle, he got a record label. My cousin got a record label. Blah, blah, this. But I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
and they used to freestyle. I remember 6th period, pre-algebra class. This is how I got set up. They was like, man, we heard them Florida boys could rap. I'm like, hey, yeah, we could rap. And know what I'm saying?
Tell me you was part of a rap group.
You know what I'm saying? Ho, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, Lord.
So I freestyled the first time. It didn't even sound right. You know, they were clowning on me. I said, okay, all right. That next week, they're like, nah, bro, you on point. Because the thing about it was, growing up here, nobody didn't freestyle.
Shit, not in my ear.
I was just
No. I'm talking about like when I,
Because that's all I went to school for.
no, I'm saying, but that's the thing about it. When I went to Romerswood, nobody wasn't freestyling, and when I went to West Orange, the only people that was
said
freestyling,
Robbinswood, right?
yeah,
Okay, that's why.
You know what I'm saying? And Robbinswood was all black school.
Yeah, but they wasn't really.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the schools that was popping back in my days. It was Robbinswood, Meadowbrook, Carver, and Memorial.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Then
all that other shit.
That's
is,
where all
you
the
know what I'm
fights and stuff.
Yeah,
You
that's
knew
where
it was
the
off
shit
the
was at.
chain.
Like,
and the thing about it was, you know, like during lunchtime, that's when, you know, everybody got the table and get the pencils and start beating on it. And I remember when they found out that I know how to rap, they used to come and get me. And I used to go out there and do my thing. It was this one dude.
I wish I would have heard this.
Can we get a freestyle?
For real.
Oh, I'm saying, man.
Like, no.
Phil heard me
That
rap.
was- Put it like this: that was my favorite subject in high school.
I used to
Freestyle.
Wait, you had a.
That was my favorite subject. That's all I went to school.
I used to
Freestyle, just a battle with the other boys.
Listen to me. That was my put it like this. That's how I got popular. Was me at Evans. Like at Evans, it was different. You know what I'm saying? We used to rap under this shit under the tree, bro. When I say I used to go to both lunches and shut this shit the fuck down because we used to battle New York niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know they face
And
Somebody got to go. I'm
I'm about to say, I'm about to get sick.
Go ahead, Ashley.
that nigga was like, man, okay, let's end the show up.
So do you watch rap battles on YouTube? I love them. I
love
I
Arsenal.
love the
wish they had
metaphors.
more
I
down
love
here.
all of it.
Yeah, Mark Arsenal is my favorite.
I love him too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, he
good.
disrespectful.
Charlie Clips.
Yeah,
I like
Clips
Charlie
nice.
Clips. I tell God bless the dead. Dang, what's his name? Fred the Godson.
Yeah.
Don't metaphors. Ooh, he said nickname your girl Kim every Kardashian she in. I said, ooh. I said, dang boy, that was a hard line.
Fred, he definitely had them bars, bro. And I think that's what it was with him. He had too many bars. That boy was sick, bro.
Oh yes, cause think about to have bars that he had. One, you have to read. Two,
Yeah, that's what it was. He was.
you know what I'm saying? Like he was just too intelligent, man. Cause when he was on that Funk Flex, and he ripped it,
like,
dude, man.
Like I'm one of them niggas that be like, I respect it, and then I also don't make it like you don't have to do that to be the best rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, I respect it because I respect bars, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, you don't have to do that to be the best rapper because I think the flow is better than the bars to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Because the flow, you got to get on that motherfucker. You like Snoop, you know what I'm saying? That's why Snoop my favorite rapper because he could get on anything. Like,
I think it's kind of hard for some of them to transition from
like,
rap battle to rap.
You have
it's kinda
to.
weird.
You have to get on everything.
Yeah.
The battle rap niggas, they got the bars, but they can't put that bars on a smooth ass beat.
Correct.
They can't
No,
put that. Like, you know what I'm
because
saying?
you have to balance it out.
Yeah.
It's
And
hard.
a lot of rappers
It's hard.
can't do that.
It's hard.
Only few people that it was only a handful of people that could do that.
Like Cassidy did it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Cassidy did
you know what I'm
it,
saying?
but he-
Because I think that all depends on your producer too. Your producer like, hey, come on, that's cool, but you got to tone it down a little bit.
I don't think he put like
No,
this.
I'm talking about just in general, as in like like for battle rappers.
Well, not even the one of the greatest battle rappers is Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe it or not, like, you know what I'm saying, niggas can say what they want to say about
Correct.
him. And much as I talk shit about him, but at the end of the day,
He had bars.
M
had bars.
M had everything, bro. Like, he had the bars, he had the good albums, he had the hits, he had the, you know what I'm saying? He's
He
white,
did
that made it, you know what I'm saying?
Acting.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
like
very
M,
good.
But
you know,
when you have Dr. Dre, somebody's that, you
course.
know what I'm saying?
I mean-
He you know what I'm saying?
of course,
He produced you.
of course. Like, that's a stone if he was one of them Infinity Avenging motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a stone. It's Dr. Dre. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta accept that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, M was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was listening to his first 3 albums, and I got to the Eminem show, and the Eminem show was like, fuck. That boy was in his bag on this album.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
he was in his bag on that album, bro. Like, he was on his, bro. And I remember when that album came out too, you know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to that shit. This is like probably 3 days ago too for me, you know what I'm saying?
I tell the rapper was for me, man, Big Crip.
Crit, yeah.
And because the thing what I liked about him from he was from Mississippi, from the South, that countryness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could relate to it, you know what I'm saying? Because me, being, you know what I'm saying, being from the country. Well, I was raised here, but I still lived in, places like Nashville, Tennessee, which is country. I stayed in Birmingham.
I think Crit is very slept on.
Yeah, and he's a producer too,
And
man.
I've been telling niggas this for years. And if anybody who would tell you that know me, they'll tell you, yeah, Rub. Because you know I like Crit because I love Pimp C. Like, and he always reminded me of Pimp C. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you know what I'm saying, Lynn, she got, you know what I'm saying, she got me feeling some type of way tomorrow. I don't think he can rap, man.
Who said that? I never said that.
He heard that in his head.
That's what he
He
did.
had
So
to.
he want to rap.
He had to. I said, I want to
had
hear
me feel,
this.
had me feel some type
I
of way.
said, I want to hear this. Stop
Hey,
putting
D-Rugg,
things in my
who would you say that your style would be closely resembled to?
Definitely Pimp C, Snoop Dogg, and Devin, and Too Short.
Okay.
Cool.
Let me ask you this. You got anything to ask before I go into my question?
I have a question. Being that you are in comedy and stuff, how do you see acting like?
That's something I definitely want to do. Like, that's something, but like this, that's.
I can see it coming. Though.
Shit, not even. I'm in City Beautiful, by the way. If y'all on Tubi, get that. But then I'm finna be in another movie called Levels.
See, that's what's up.
So yes, the acting is definitely on my list.
You doing a lot of casting calls here? Because Orlando, they have a lot.
Yeah, I mean, put it like this. I got a homie that he do sets on Tyler Perry Studio, and he's been telling me like, hey, you know, go to them casting calls, go to like, you know, start stepping into it, because bro, you got it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been doing all the hood shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the shit in the city though, yeah. I'm trying to get in. Yeah.
You in?
Yeah, I mean,
already
you know,
there. You already there. So.
not yet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know.
Just got to
I'm-
step into it. That's it.
But, you know, I'm really feeling, you know, like the female artists are you feeling right now coming from Orlando?
Shit, man. Gabbana, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love Duck Duck Goose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Females. Who else is dope for females?
I like you know, Dracy.
Juicy, yeah, Juicy dope. I had her on the show.
She's
Juicy,
real
Juicy
lyrical.
been on the show.
Real
She's
lyrical.
dope.
I like Twissy.
Oh yeah, definitely Twizzy. She was on the show. Yeah, she was
Coco
dope.
Benji.
I like Kiwi. You know what I'm saying? Kiwi is nice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
There's a couple of girls. I like Trap Girl Tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they all don't
Oh
pull
yeah,
up on
man.
the show.
So
you know what I'm
how do you feel about the industry here in Orlando as it come with hip hop? Because I'm really start seeing the movement, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do podcasts. Because I saw something, I'm like, dang, I need to be a part of it, man. Because I think Orlando was long overdue. And
it's not long overdue because the new boys is doing it.
But the reason why I say that because
Glock did it and Pootie did it. Like,
I know I understand what you're saying, but the reason why I said that because I felt some type of way when Smiles and South Star.
Wait, they're from Orlando?
Yeah, well, they was more of the New York side, but only reason why I said that because when their album came back, to me it really set back Orlando.
No, it did. The boys was on TV. I get them
Yeah,
boys. Hey,
yeah,
I get them boys they credit, bro. Because you know why? Tell Me is that hit, bro.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
Tell me what is going on.
Yeah, I know that's a hit, but when I listened to the album overall, I felt that, in my opinion, I felt that they should have put other local artists on, because at that time you had White Boy Piss Off. The only thing that felt like Orlando was Baby Lack when Baby Lack did the intro.
I mean, I just look at situations like that, like it is what it is.
Yeah, I know it is what it is.
That's
but
what was supposed to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
the only reason why I say that because, growing up in Orlando, we could, you know what I'm saying, because now Texas is, you know what I'm saying, well known for it, like, you know what I'm saying, chop and screw music. We never chopped our music. It was more slowed down of anything. And I felt that, that's something that we could have introduced to the game because we, because we were so different from everybody else. And that's what I was saying
I tell
about
people
that.
all the time, my nigga. I heard slow down music in Orlando before I ever heard DJ Screw.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yes.
on my
Slow
mama.
down.
Yes.
Everything was slowed
We used to
down.
listen
Yes.
to slow down music. Like,
Yes.
I'm talking about this is 89, 90. Before I ain't hear DJ Screw till like 93, 94, bro. And they was different. It was chopped and screwed. It was,
Yeah, we never,
they chopped the music up and all that. But down here, niggas were playing slow down Jam Pony.
Yeah.
Slow
Yes.
down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
slow down City Boy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, they had doggone Kirk. They had Kirk Franklin, Silver and Gold slowed down.
The niggas in Orlando were playing
They had
slow down
everything
music.
slowed down.
And not even, I still listen to slow down music to this day.
You know what I'm
It hit
saying?
different.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like that's
it was that's the only reason why I say that, because man, we just, and I think one of the biggest problems was, within, Orlando, just the outside looking in, it wasn't really no unity. I might be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, what I'm saying? Because I think that everybody.
It is, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I just felt that people wanted to be the first one to come to Orlando and have them rights. Like, I put the city on, and got to go through me. I'm like.
But this the thing with this. When niggas get to talking about that, I kind of like disfuse it a little bit, because the first motherfucker who did it was Magic Mike.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
Magic Mike went platinum. Like, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
So a motherfucker jumping up saying, "Oh, I'm the first," like, come on now, somebody did that before you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's my whole thing. Is like, man, because that's the reason why Atlanta got so much unity, man. Because them boys, they come together, like
Literally.
like Pastor Troy, for example. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, almost every mainstream rapper besides Gucci Mane went through Pastor Troy. Because Pastor Troy was that guy. Lil Jon, Ludacris, T.I. The list goes on and on.
I don't think they went through past.
No. I'm not saying going through, but like everybody did a song, did a song with him, because you know what I'm saying, because he was
Troy put the A on the map in a different
in that crunk era.
Yeah,
He introduced that crunk era.
Troy took down the tank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I still like that era, so.
Like, I'm from, like, I remember when that shit happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember too.
I was a big No Limit fan.
Me too.
And at that time, Cash Money was popping, and
Before
Troy got on
Murder.
Master P ass, and that was the end of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was it after, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no more No Limit. Like, you know what I mean?
There's a saying that people say now, the music that you listen to in high school from your sophomore year to your senior year is what stays with you for life. That's the type of genre of music you listen to for the rest of your life. So can you guys remember what genre or what songs or what artists you listened to in that time in high school? And is it true today?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
8 Ball, MJG, goddamn, what else I was listening to? Master P,
I was on the
Nas, like, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
Lil Wayne.
Me, mine was Trick Daddy.
Yeah, Trick Daddy, like
Tila.
Lil Wayne.
Yep, Tila. I was just playing.
Oh man, I used to love
I was
some
just
Tila,
playing
boy.
Tila yesterday.
Ooh, man, I used to look in that
You
first
need to
album.
watch your girl
Girl, like you watch your
bill.
bill. She slick as jail.
Bruh,
Steady ass shots that you can't.
Dog,
Ooh.
I was just listening to that shit.
Boy, that was that player stuff.
Yeah,
I used to listen to him, Sally Sell.
Sally Sale was cool.
Yes, man, it's going down. And it was,
Definitely, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
man.
You absolutely right though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even R&B too. Like, R&B.
Yeah.
I was listening to R.
What's that
Kelly.
come from?
If I can
Y'all still
remember,
listen to R. Kelly?
Yes.
Everybody be scared to listen to R. Kelly now.
we can't listen to him in public. We can't listen to him in
still
public.
playing.
Shit, not me.
yeah, I still listen to it.
I play that. That nigga new album was harder than the motherfucker, boy. Them
Behind
niggas,
bars.
they fucked up and dropped that bitch, bro, because that bitch was hard and they snatched that shit, bro.
Yeah, cause they know how much he he mean to the R&B community.
Hey, look. Hell, lock his ass up. He a nasty motherfucker. But boy, that boy got them jams.
Oh yeah.
He do.
Hey,
A lot of
You
them.
can't
Every
deny
single
that
one
he
of
is.
them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, and the Smiths in the 1990 goddamn 2, I was hunching on the girl to slow dance. Nigga, my dick harder than a motherfucker. Slow dancing with a girl 12 years old. I will always remember that song.
was
Hey,
fast in the
Miss D, like, come on, bro. I can't cancel that shit, bro. Like,
Man, I remember
I gotta
when
clip
I
that
was
back.
up there and
Gotta clip that.
back in the went to the 90s party. It was up there and when I went to Tuscaloosa, and the Q Dogs was throwing it. Man, they started playing that 8 Ball MJG, Space Age.
oh yeah,
Man, look here, every girl in that club,
yeah.
they was all. I was like, whoo.
I remember that came out. That came out in I was in
Renee
9th
was
grade.
a hot boy.
Man, I was at chill mode, man. And I
He was
remember,
just hanging around the bad boys.
nah, I was at chill mode. I always stayed at chill mode. But no, man, that 90s party was so crazy, man, because
Yeah, man, I told you that was probably one of the best parties I've been to in years.
man,
Like that was
I
a
think
real party, bro.
that 90s party reminded me of the 90s party I had went to when I was in Alabama.
Yeah, that's what I said.
man.
That was a real fucking party. Like,
Yes,
you go
man.
upstairs, motherfuckers partying upstairs, and they was having a podcast.
Everybody was vibing. That's
Everybody
why I like-
dressed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody dressed up in a 90s shit.
I had my Pumas.
Hey, we all at the motherfucking pool smoking out. Like, this shit was crazy.
They really turned it into a 90s thing.
What? Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
man,
bro.
that thing was live, man.
And
I had to get in the car and talk to myself in the mirror. Like, go home. Now.
too drunk.
Yes. Like, I'm wasted in this bitch.
And
I didn't even know, shout out to Ronnie and them, I didn't even know that the shit I was drinking had weed in it, too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
wild.
I'm drinking the shit, and it had
Oh,
weed,
what's it that-
liquor.
what-
It had all kind of shit in this shit. Like, I'm talking about, he had a big, giant thing of this shit.
was it green?
No, it was red, that red shit. Like,
Oh, I had that
and
green.
it said weed on it, but I ain't see it the first time.
Oh, you just didn't believe it the first time.
No, I didn't see it the first time. I got a
wasn't
big ass
clear.
cup, drunk that big ass cup. It was like, ooh, let me go get some more of this shit. And I got back to that bitch, and I'm like, ooh.
That's that sneak up drink.
I'm like, wait a minute now, weed. I seen the weed on that shit. I said, no, that shit tastes like liquor. So I go see Ronnie. I see Ronnie fucked up.
Oh yeah, he definitely was
Like,
toe up.
Ronnie
from
toe up
fall.
in that bitch. I'm like, Ronnie, man, what the fuck in that shit, man? Look out, damn, it's tequila, da-da-da-da-da, with weed, nigga. Ah! I'm like, oh,
Hey, shout out to Ronnie, the vibe dealer.
pulled me another one, man. And I'm talking about, man, it was groovy in that bitch, boy.
Oh yeah, it was nice, man.
Sound like it was a great
It
party.
That
was nice,
was a party
man.
there, boy.
I told
I was
you,
dressed like Tupac and shit. I came in that motherfucker with my little goddamn bandana and my death row chain. And them dickies on. I had me some dickies, bitch.
Dude, for my senior breakfast, I was Suge Knight. Do you remember? Did
You
you
could
guys
have
do
passed
that?
by it. Yeah, you could have.
I was Suge Knight. I had the red suit, and the beard, everything. I was
You
this
could,
size.
You could.
I was 300 pounds when in high school. I was this size, 6'3", and 300 pounds in high school with the beard and the
What
red
high
suit.
school you went to?
I'm from Virginia, so
you from
I'm
Virginia?
not from here. Yeah.
All right.
yeah. Eventually I end up moving back down here back in 2001. Then I ended up graduating at Evans in 2003.
Yeah, I dropped out in 99. Well, 98.
What school were
98.
you?
Evans.
Evans.
98. I punched the principal.
You punched the principal.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Was it a white guy?
Bro, yeah, hell yeah. Bro, let me tell you the story, bro. This shit.
Hold on. Camera
cool.
zoomed on you.
Story time.
Right, so boom.
Wait. Do you want some like ambient music?
Yeah, go up there.
I gotta hear the story. Go ahead.
It was 1998. May. I'm walking down the 400 hallway with my girlfriend that I just got out. We 2 days in. So the bell rings. If you ain't in class by this time, you're late. But I wanted a kiss.
Amen.
I wanted a kiss. So I'm trying to kiss my girlfriend. Shout out to Tamara. This is a real story too, by the way. I'm trying to get a kiss. And she finally winds down to it. Mr. Fox, the principal, he used to be my science teacher, but he got promoted to the dean. So now he's the dean. I'm in the hallway after the motherfucking bell rang. So this motherfucker tell me, hey, get in class. Nah, but I want this kiss.
This big about to cry.
So I get my kiss, and I'm tonguing him, and I get it. And this motherfucker grabbed me by the back of my motherfucking collar. Talking about snatch me, bruh. Snatch me. Now 3-piece this motherfucking ass. Like, pop, pop, pop.
Pop, bing.
Pop, pop. Dropped him, right? Boom. This is no lie, bruh. Like, this is, drops him.
2 wings in the breast.
I haul his ass, right? They call the police on me and shit and everything, right? My grandma is here from New Jersey. She's been here for like 3 or 4 months, and all she do is ride in limos. Like, whatever grandma would do, she ride in limos. So this particular day, this is the day she was going back home to Jersey. The police went knocking at my mama's door and all that shit. They looking for me and all that shit. I jumped in my grandma limo and went to New Jersey.
What?
That's how I got expelled from school. And this is real shit. You guys, my mama, you guys, my daddy, yeah.
This need to be a movie.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And you know what's crazy? I didn't see the girl for like 20 years later, and we got back together. Like 20 years later, yeah.
That's cool.
Dang, man, I wish we could go on and on like the Indiana Jones Bunny, but, you know, we got to end this and wrap it up, man. But, man, D, Thanks for coming through.
Sure.
I gotta come back, man. I love this shit out here. This shit is doper than a motherfucker, dog.
Oh, we're gonna have a part 2 and do some more too, man.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Let me know, man.
Hey, when the next time you do that mixtape, man, you gotta let me know, man, so I can go ahead and do a little nonsense, do some damage.
It ain't done yet, and I'm still recording, man. I'm just fucking off, man. I bought a studio last year, and now I ain't writing shit no more. I'm just freestyling every fucking thing. So it's been lovely, bro.
Hey, man, just let your boy know, cause I will come out there and I will just come out there and just.
All right, I'm gonna put your ass on the spot, nigga.
Okay, I ain't no putting on
Call
the
your ass to
spot.
the crib, nigga. We gonna, I'm gonna say, nigga, hey, what's up, the beat? I'm gonna show you what we do, man. This
I
is
got
what we do.
videos of Renai rapping.
What?
I got videos of him rapping.
Yeah, hold up, just for that, we gonna cut the show off and we gonna do a freestyle, man. How about that?
Yeah, I'll freestyle.
I'll cut the show off. All right, y'all we good to go?
I'll freestyle.
All right, guys. So here, make sure you watch the show. Download Broke Podcast.
Let me go piss right quick. I definitely. Yo, this show dope.